Hello again, husbands and fathers. If you're lucky enough to have grown up in a democracy, you surely value the idea of equal rights. But how do you reconcile this principle of equality with being a king in your family? With the wise king approach, you won't be seen as controlling or rigid, but as someone worthy of appreciation and respect. Watch to see why and how. Before we start, a quick personal message. These videos aim to support fathers and young families, and I'd love to reach more family men. The YouTube algorithms reward engagement, so if you could, please leave a comment or even just a thumb up. It makes a big difference. Thank you. It's a challenge for anyone in a position of authority to use power in ways that invite collaboration rather than resistance, to attract yes rather than no. Here are two core principles to guide you. Follow them and you will find your leadership more rewarding. These principles provide moral clarity in decision-making and build self-respect. While they may not deliver instant results, over time they create a solid foundation of trust and respect towards you. So let's get started with the first principle of service. If you watch the coronation ceremony of King Charles, you have noticed how often the role of the king was described as one of service. This wasn't merely to appease progressives, but to educate the public on the essence of leadership. King and queen are a symbol of abundance. They sit at the top so they can serve from a place of strength and generosity. As parents, you're in a similar role, meeting your children's needs through care, discipline, guidance, and more. The principle of service means shifting your focus outwards, serving not from obligation or fear, but from a genuine care for those you love. Now, to serve others, you must first meet your own needs as parents. This is where your leadership plays a crucial role. Neglecting your relationship while focusing solely on children can have a bad impact on you all. The connection between you and your partner provides stable roots for your family. Think of your children as the branches and leaves of your family tree. They flourish when the roots are strong. While your partner may be busy responding to children's immediate needs and demands, you serve best by focusing on the bigger picture, your relationship, the system that operates the project you call family. The first principle of service gives you clarity about the why behind what you do, a sense of purpose. You need this confidence in your path for the how you do things. And this brings us to the second principle of humility. As an authority, you use your power to establish and enforce law and order. I remind you again that order meets the basic need of your family for security, which is fundamental to their well-being. But to enforce your family rules and values, you wonder what and how you do that. Doubts can weaken your position, especially if you are not supported by your partner, or if you didn't experience healthy fatherhood yourself, or if cultural messages undermine your role as a father. Self-doubt make fathers approach their authority with nervousness and rigidity. It feels more like an ongoing battle rather than an act of love. When leaders lack confidence, they tend to increase control. Think of a new teacher coping with a classroom. The answer here is humility. Let's explore what humility means and how it helps you lead with calmness. Humility means accepting our limitations, acknowledging we don't know, and admitting mistakes. With this attitude, we are curious to learn new ideas and open for feedback. We are in a learning mindset. If humility leads to learning more, it also leads to more competence. And here lies the key difference between confidence and competence. Competence is evidence-based and grows with learning from outcomes, while confidence is often just a story we tell ourselves. To build confidence, you seek validation. To build competence, you seek honest feedback that can teach you something. True leadership is built on competence rather than hollow confidence. A wise approach is to focus on building competence in your parenting and leadership skills. This takes learning, and by watching videos like this one, you're already on the path. So here is your takeaway message. For effective leadership, balance order with openness. The first principle of service gives you confidence about the why, your mission and your values. Second principle of humility keeps you curious and open to learn and listen, therefore building your competence.